friends, welcome to this YouTube channel called Kural English Couplets. The power of wisdom. The power of wisdom. Here we have already seen 3 chapters, and now we start with the next one, 4th one. Power of wisdom. The power of wisdom. This is different from knowledge and prudence. See one by one. All 10 Kurals in the same video. I have translated this as the same way Kural has been written in 7 words, 4 plus 3. And I have used the semantical approach for translation, that is, using the meaning. I have translated. I have put every 1330 Kurals in 16 headings, all 133 chapters. Now we are coming up to a 5th chapter. We are in the attitudinal approach. All 16 headings are approaches. Now we come to the first one. Honor, wealth, life are possessions of wisdom. Wisdom is possessing three things: honor, wealth, life. So wisdom is so important that it possesses honor, wealth and life. So these 3 are in the wisdom. We have prudence and knowledge, but in the knowledge we don't have wisdom. Even in the prudence we don't have wisdom, but wisdom does have all this. Honor, wealth, life are possessions of wisdom. This is what's said. Second one, wisdom incomparably lifts you. Destruction is forgotten. Wisdom is very important. That is why power of wisdom. It's very important. It lifts you incomparably. But if it is forgotten, if you forget to have the wisdom, that means that you are getting destroyed. Okay. Next, the 3rd one. Wisdom should guide everything that is done. Whatever you do, you will have to be led by wisdom. You should not be afraid of anything that is happening around you, hovering around you, something happening just in front of you. No, you need not be afraid. You have to be led by the wisdom. Wisdom will lead you, and that wisdom will guide you so that you will not be afraid. So wisdom should guide everything that is done. Next, 4th one, wisdom being pleased means nothing else required. If wisdom being pleased, if wisdom is pleased, that's the meaning. Wisdom being pleased means nothing else required. That means if wisdom is pleased, you need not have anything else. So wisdom is of foremost of importance, nothing else. 5th one, malice, greed, anger, insult, obstruct our wisdom. Our wisdom is obstructed by malice, greed, anger, insult. Malice obstructs wisdom. Greed obstructs wisdom. Anger, that also. Insult, we start speaking somebody against his desire. That is, if you start insulting somebody, that also obstructs your wisdom. So your wisdom is obstructed by all this. Okay. Next, procrastinate not. Wisdom as procrastinate not wisdom, as wisdom longs lasting. Wisdom has you have to have wisdom from the beginning to the end, from your birth to your death. So it's very important. So don't waste timing to get wisdom. Wisdom is important. Don't put off days to get wisdom. Start today. From today itself you start having wisdom. Don't procrastinate, he says. 7th Kural, wisdom avoids description if patient action intervene. Wisdom does not want to get publicized when patient and action intervene. 2 things are there. Patience, you are patient, and action. Action means you have started doing something out of this wisdom. So these 2 things are enough. because you believe that some day will come and you will be known by the people. That's patience. And your action will be also known by the people. So wisdom doesn't require any publicity. That is what is said in 7th Quran. 8th Quran, passing days without wisdom shortens your life. Your life gets shortened because you don't have the wisdom. So start having the wisdom and you will have a long life, long lasting life, that we saw in the previous Qurans also. And next one, 9th Quran, wisdom is the pleasure, others are not. He says wisdom is the pleasure. What else they have? If you start having the wisdom, you will have the pleasure out of it. You will not go after other pleasures which are very inferior to wisdom. So we are after other pleasures, going after cinemas, going after this, parties, this and all such are other pleasures. If you have the wisdom, you will not go after all these pleasures, because the wisdom itself is a pleasure for you, and you will be enjoying that pleasure. That is what is said by Valluvar in the 9th Kural of the 4th chapter. 10th Kural. Wisdom makes you work. Wisdom makes you work. Wisdom makes you work. You are working. You start working because you are having the wisdom. That work will be the right work and protects from blemishes. That is the right work. That will not commit any fault. It protects from blemishes. It will not be contemptible. People may criticize. That we can be patiently, we can admit. And they will one day say something, the next day they will start praising. That is not is spoken of here. He says blemishes. There will not be any mistake out of it. Okay. Thank you for this. And next video. Thank you.